What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. The Chaos Impact Special Editions are here, which means two very big things for the market right now. One, the promos are out, so it's going to be interesting to watch those, and they're probably at one of their lowest prices at this time. We'll get into that in a second. Two, we can see the immediate impact, yes, I made that pun, but fallout in prices because the promos are good. We can just start scrolling through and see that every single lowest price for a lot of these cards, at least here on TCG Player, is unlimited. Not too long ago, we had the Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales, which boosted Sutff, and the fallout from that was towards $36, $37, and immediately the competition begins, and over on eBay, even people are putting first edition copies much lower to try to sell theirs. There's kind of a twofold thing happening here. We're in the winter market. Prices get chilly because people get their invites, they know there's no events late in December, and they're going to get rid of their cards and wait through spring until they get that itch to play and start practicing for the WCQ and see those ban lists as well. They don't want to be stuck with dead money. Like Sutff could actually go down even more in price should the Thunder deck get hit, but I think Dragons are a very strong engine in general. Masquerena is way up on TCG Player, but we still see the unlimited copies being the quote-unquote cheapest. Go to eBay for these, and even there you can see unlimited is cheaper. I often say use my TCG Player link in the description down below, costing you nothing extra but supporting the channel directly, as long as it's best for you. In the case of some of these cards, it's not, but I personally would wait. I'd take a little bit of a chill pill with that winter chilling market. But cards that you've waited for some time will see their bottom out prices coming up through these next weeks. Abomination Prison, market price 21, it was more so towards 19 that we've seen, falling in just a day $2, and so many unlimited copies by these sellers. I think this will be headed towards $15 despite being so shorted. If you've been waiting for other things, let's say Striker Dragon, getting some of its cheapest prices could fall even towards $5. But Draco Berserker of the Tenyi, on Limbs, cheapest copies. People have been eating these up off of the market. So if you've been waiting for the cards, yes. Now, the promos are scary cheap. Look at this. We've got a newer seller with the free shipping if you're getting multiple, like you're going for $5 or more from the seller, unlike these others who the shipping is perma-tacked on versus what they're doing. You want to find listings like this right now. I don't think you're going to see them cheaper. I think there are some newer, greener sellers who are making a little bit of a mistake, or they just really calculated their money in this sense, because Scrap Weaver, similarly, even from this seller, actually the same one, we see 60 copies, that free shipping offered by almost no one else in that same kind of quantity. But we do have a couple of top rated sellers that come close, and then you see that they're divvying it up between these two cards. The thing with special editions is the vendors are getting them for $5 to $5.50 a piece. So to rip them open and to get, say, $3 between two promos back in their kind of estimated value pool, that's great. I think they're underestimating how wanted these cards are. Scrap Weaver has some very big potential with Orcust in the metagame, and man, have people been waiting for Battle Shogun, and they could easily tweak a ban list to hype this a lot more and sell those special editions, because, once again, special editions do not have prismatics, so the promos gotta sell it, and man, people went the heck in. That's why when we look at Rising Rampage, there was no fallout, although the winter market is getting chilly, like I said, and you can see already after the sales, after the fallout, prices are lowering on their own. These are the cheapest Apoloses on market, pretty much period, besides this one. We have one at 65 on eBay, before the rest are a strong 70 plus. Well, yeah, it's just straight up starting to get cheaper on TCG Player as well. Now, if you do want, you know, to get in the Christmas or holiday spirit and help out the channel and get something back for it, we have a couple of tiers that I know are a bit higher, but the $20 tier by far is the most popular. So if you want to support the channel directly, there are many ways to do so through Patreon or the live streams, and I do really enjoy, like, the actual just bunch of envelopes that I gave out as, like, Christmas stuff. Oh, it felt really good, and, like, it was a ton of mail today, like 20 packages. So I really appreciate you guys that are on the $20 tier as well as the others. And it just means a lot to me, especially with, you know, how upcoming we have all the debacle that will be January, not only lower in price, but you know, the FTC coming down on YouTube. Let's go ahead and get into one kind of buyout, but not really a buyout that happened. We see that Solemn Strike is at $76 market price, but the lowest are towards 85. I actually was going to bring this up as a suggestion on Market Watch, but I got beat to it. We have the new Solemn Judgment coming out ulti, and I did kind of premise on a different Market Watch that this could go up because of that, people wanting to finish out their Solemn Brigades. Exactly what happened. And over on eBay as well, 85 lowest before. It's just insanely harder to get. So if you're looking for these, I would unfortunately start coughing up the 85s, because even those quickly disappear. Yeah, definitely if you're looking to finish the Solemn Brigade, don't wait. Ghost, Ogre, and Snow Rabbit. So you guys have been enjoying suggestions from me lately, and I've pulled up a couple here that I think are undervalued on the current market, and by far the first listing here, $1.58. We got 3 playsets with free shipping from Prodigy Games. Look how much longer it takes to get to a free shipping option, and you don't really get those quantities. Epic cards in game locally. Light played though, ouch, before we get to almost $2. So definitely deals to be had in this market. And vendors have been talking to me about Dual Devastator and how they wish they could have gotten more. Like, they didn't really see that coming. The top card in Dual Devastator, though, is Super Polymerization and Ash Blossom, and Super Poly's up for a reprint over in the Shadol structure deck, potentially. So I wouldn't necessarily be holding on to this, but again, it could be unannounced in the sense that we could just not get it over in the TCG. Ghost Ogre, I think, is the best estimated value to go up through this, and we could see it at $5 during this very WCQ season. The Code Talker Ultimate, it blows my mind, $13, and there's so many copies. We did see this come back in the metagame for a little bit to kind of be a deterrent to Spell and Trap Destruction. I think that could pop up again eventually, but more so what I'm impressed with this is it's an ultimate rare that is collectible. Believe it or not, people like Brains, the anime, and the Code Talker, this is the highest form. I definitely think this will go back up someday, be a 30 flat solid, and you'll look back now and be like, why didn't I get that? Brains is over. Like, the Code Talkers, they came together. Like, why didn't I get the lead guy in Ultimate Rare? I definitely think this has 20 at least, if not 30, down the road. You'll see rolling buyouts on it. The Strudo Super Rare is only $5 lowest. I feel like I'm missing something because this card's insane. Needle Fiber's on the horizon. It's an amazing tuner that gets searched through the Dragon's engines. I would want access to this at all times, and there's only the other printings that are rare. I would be getting the super rare copy hands down. All Mirage is one of the more expensive ones. I typically bring up more penny stocks or 5 and under, but All Mirage I keep finding more and more in people talking about rogue decks. I would just want access to this down the line if I want to play some kind of control deck that could make use of this. Summon limit, finally, here is more towards the penny stocks. You have the holo version, which has the highest ceiling, but the common all the way down towards dollars. If you've been waiting for this, if you lived through the era where it was more expensive, definitely go ahead and get your dollar copies. But if you're looking for a long-term thought, Curious Griffin, anybody, like with Summon Limit, it's pretty dang good. I've seen that play actually happen at a YCS, so I feel like a Summon Limit a little underestimated here and now. You always get that chatter in the room towards the WCQ of cards that like, oh, we should be playing this. Why are we playing this? Oh, how are we playing it? Oh, that's really good. I feel like this could easily be one of those cards that just in the room, $5 easy, and you look back here and it's way under half that price. So thanks for watching today's Market Watch. What do you guys think of the suggestions that I've brought up, along with the massive coolant just on the market in general right after sales? Like, what did you guys spend on the sales? Do you already see cards lower? How do you feel about kind of how it cools off and then ramps back up in February towards the WCQ season? I think it's pretty insane, but just seeing how unlimited listings on the higher price cards have taken over and so many are cheaper, I really miss like having the ability to have this with Rising Rampage. So I've got to give Konami props, but at the same time, I've got to wonder, sellers selling these for so cheap, what was the mentality with this versus your estimated value pools? Where do you guys see the vendors being okay with selling at this price versus almost the very low offers of pulls and Chaos Impact. I feel like something's wonky here at the beginning, and there's definitely somewhere that you guys can win, and for me, it's the low prices on the promos that both could be very impactful. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the conversations and how I kind of have been spreading this out lately, trying to get a lot quicker while having more tabs in general. And I feel like there's something weird about this, like in terms of the pricing versus everyone else's. So one of those deals that almost feels too good to be true. I definitely would be taking advantage of myself. Thank you, everybody.